Ho ho, holy crap, it's Christmas. That's right, our favorite time of the season is here. It's snowing outside tonight in the great state of Nebraska, and we are gearing up for a moderately white Christmas. The ground is still plenty warm, so it's not going to stay white for very long. We're also not expecting that much snow. But nevertheless, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Okay, I'm no Bing Crosby. We'll let it go at that. But speaking of Bing Crosby and White Christmas and all of those things, I hearken back to the days of yesteryear and all of the thoughts and memories of Christmases past and all of the wonderful things that have happened. And I just can't help but think, what a load of crap. Okay, don't misunderstand any of that. My life has been filled with a lot of wonderful Christmases and memories that go along with it, and I'm sure yours has too. But I was talking with a friend of mine tonight who says Christmas is over already. I said, what? I said, but Christmas Eve is, tomorrow. And Christmas the next day. So the season has barely started. Oh, no. All the build-up and all, it's all done. I'm like, no, wait a minute. The best 2 days of the season have yet to come, and you're already saying the season is over. Well, I think it speaks to a much larger issue. And it's something psychologically built within each of us, that there is such a build-up to the holidays and to try to recreate the memories of yesteryear that by the time the holiday arrives, we've already kind of written it off because of the excess, the energy, the reminiscing that goes into the build-up, that by the time the holiday gets here, we're already kind of like, oh, it's done already. Oh, come on, guys. Help me out here. I mean, seriously, help me out here. I am so geeked up for the next couple of days of holiday enjoyment with friends and family. Mostly family, but some friends. That I get it, but I don't get it. Does that make sense? It's going to have to. You're going to have to hang with me on this. I have some very, very fond memories of Christmases past. I mean, heartwarming, kind of joyful kind of things. I crossed a couple of thresholds in my mid-20s and early 30s, where first my father passed, and then my mother passed. And I have to tell you that those are difficult times. Some of you know this. Some of you will experience it in the nearest of futures, unfortunately, but that's how it rolls. I just have to say that since the passing of my parents, I have had some of the best Christmases I've ever had. And sadly, it's because of their absence. And my parents were wonderful people, but we all took them for granted. I mean, let's call a spade at this stage. I loved my parents dearly, but it wasn't until that they had passed that I really understood the spirit of the holidays, and it stopped being about gifts, and it started being about family. And I am blessed to have a wonderful surrounding cast of family members. and hopefully you are as well. But that's, it's all conjecture. Some of my best Christmases have come over the last 10 years. And it's in large part because now I truly appreciate the friends and family I have around me because my parents are no longer with me. But I find the whole spirit of the holidays interesting now, in part because of what my buddy said tonight. As it relates to the idea that the holidays are already over. They're not. They haven't even begun. But this particular friend, the buildup has been so intense that in his opinion, the best days are already behind. And I'm saying, oh my goodness, no. Do not take for granted the things that are going to happen over the next 2-3 days. And goodness. So, I'm smoking a little Russ's warm-up tonight. I purchased this from pipesandscigars.com. It's a wonderful little tobacco, but it's a little bit damp, and I did not take time to dry it out. So, but I tell you what, from an aromatic standpoint, epic, very, very good stuff. That said, we all want to romanticize the past. I mean, that's why it's the past. That's what makes it fun. But do not give up the promise of tomorrow for the memories of yesteryear. The stuff that happens over the next couple of days may not live up to last year's memories, but 5 years from now, you may look back and say, that was the best Christmas ever. That was the best family gathering ever. This was the best get-together. These were the things. I have some fantastic stories from my youth, or from youth being even in my 30s, that at the time didn't seem that great. But looking back are some of the best times I've ever had. So don't short sell the next few days because you don't believe they'll live up to the years past. The best Christmas I ever had was the Christmas we had to postpone. And I believe it was 2009. Don't quote me on this, but we had an epic snowstorm on Christmas Eve. So much so that nobody could travel outside of city limits, and not even joking. 14 to 16 inches. And once you got out of town a few miles, some of the drifts were in excess, and again, not even kidding, 16 feet or plus high, the snow drifts. There was no getting through these roads. And I found myself stuck here on Christmas Day, 90 miles from my family. Well, needless to say, a lot of other folks couldn't travel either. So a friend of mine, and not even a really good friend, I'm going to qualify that because that makes the end of this story all the better, called and said, hey, I'm having some folks over who can't travel. Do you want to come? Well, okay, well, you're a half mile from here. I can make that. So I called a couple of other friends, and the four of us went over to the host's home. And we had drinks, we had snacks, we sang carols around the piano. This is movie-worthy kind of camaraderie. You know, this is the unexpected plot twist. But we had a spectacular time for the better part of 6 hours. And at the time, I don't know that I was having that much fun. I wanted to be with my family, and it wasn't going to happen. But that said, I look back on that evening now, that time when nobody could get out of the community. So the community had its own party, and we had one hell of a great time. And all I can do is sit and smile about that evening. And, excuse me, a little bit of Johnny Walker Red tonight, just because why not? Nevertheless, at the time it didn't seem like that important a thing. But in hindsight, oh my goodness, what a great night. And we do romanticize the past. We absolutely do. But that doesn't mean we have to sacrifice tomorrow. Because the memories we make tomorrow and the next day may be the ones that we romanticize 2 or 3 years from now. Here is each of our chances to make the best of tomorrow. And I hope that each of us are willing to do that, because there's nothing like today. You know, there's so much promise in every single day. And even if you can't spend it with your friends and family, that doesn't mean you can't make the best of a poor situation. Be thankful for your life, your health, your happiness. And if you don't have the happiness, I apologize, but find a reason to be thankful to be alive. That's my lone little advice to each and every one of you that may be watching this. Life's too short to be unhappy. I don't know that there's anything else I can say that's more profound than that. And believe me, I'm not the happiest guy you'll ever meet. But I try to focus on the positive, and I hope you do too. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring except for me, smoking a pipe and drinking a little scotch. It's a true story. My beagle is completely sacked out. I'm still up watching National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Because, well, it's National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Why the hell wouldn't you watch it? That said, I wish you and yours the happiest, healthiest, and funnest holiday week, week and a half that you could possibly have. Cherish the memories of last year, the years before, but also cherish the memories that you're going to be making over the next couple of days. Even if you aren't surrounded by friends and family, there are certainly things to be thankful for in this life, and I hope you take advantage of those and enjoy the heck out of them, because those could be the best memories to come. We just never know what's waiting around the corner. So, no matter who you are or where you are, I hope you're gearing up for a great Christmas weekend. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.